Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile, Essence League, Hardcore. I know it has been a couple of days since, well, not just a couple of days, more like a week or two since we've released a video. And honestly, I have an excuse I don't really want to give it. But I got the flu, I got sick, and I couldn't record episodes. Basically, that was it. And yeah, I'm one of those people where once I get sick, I'm just like done. And you know, I don't consider myself, an old person, but for some reason lately, every time if I were to get a flu, which is the second time I've had a flu in the last 3 years, I would just be out of commission for 2 weeks straight. Tired all the time, coughing nonstop. Basically, it was pretty bad. So with that, all said and done, it's back to playing Path of Exile, back to playing, EmnixFreeze, our Freeze Pulsar, or not Freeze Pulsar, our Ice Spear character. I don't even remember what I was playing. Oh my goodness. Let's do a quick recap, shall we? We are currently level 78. We are at 87%. We are close to level 80. In terms of ascendancy points, we have only taken 4 points, so there are 2 or 4 more points to go. Chances are we are only going to get 2 more points. If I can do Uber Labyrinth, that would be nice. In terms of the Atlas, we have completed 15 out of 125 bonuses. And the more bonuses that we do, the better. Challenges. We are at 12 challenges, which means that we have managed to pick up the Essence League footstep effect. I should turn off Arctic armor in order for it to show. And we get like little essence crystals that appear when we walk around. It's kind of cool, I guess. It's kind of cool. I mean, I think my favorite still is the Parandis one. Let me remove this real quick. The Parandis effect, which is this one where we get little gold coins behind us when we walk. I still like this one the best. But once we turn on Arctic armor, really we just can't see it. But I guess with this one we can kind of see. With the Essence one, in combination with Arctic armor, we can't really see. With that all set and done, today we're gonna start with a Xana mission. Like normal, back to the old days. Xana missions are still really good for getting us extra maps. The extra maps help in a lot of ways. Oh my goodness, hold on. Vulnerability, elemental weakness, hexproof. This might be a pretty hard map. Nice thing about it is that we do have overcapped resistances, so we're still at 75 to all. Our damage isn't looking too hot right now, and I'm not too sure how much damage they are going to do to us, especially since there is vulnerability on us. And I guess if they cast another... Can they cast other curses on us if we're already cursed from the map? I wonder about that one. Like, if they cast, flammability or something on this map, do I take the curse? I don't know. We're gonna have to see, though, once we get into it. Yeah, like chaos damage and physical damage. With the vulnerability curse, it's gonna be pretty scary. And they're hexproof, so it can't enfeeble anybody. Basically, like 2 of our defensive layers are gone just right there. We still have Mind Over Matter. We still have... Hold on. Yeah, we still have Mind Over Matter, and we still have Arctic armor. And one thing I'm missing right now is Herald of Ice. That's probably why it feels like we don't have much damage. Oh, there we go. Finally. Now we got some AoE as well. Okay, we're back in business. We're back in business. So yeah, for the last few days, for the last like week or so, kind of just been resting up. I have been playing other games on the side, just stuff where I don't need to talk, so I haven't been recording basically. But I'm glad to be back to playing Path of Exile. It's a game that every time I leave it for a small period of time, I just really want to get back into it. A lot of my buddies, Tree Goat, Curtis, Kevin, they're already level 89, 88, almost level 90. And, that's kind of the goal that we want for this league for our character. Hopefully we don't die and we actually reach level 90, but, if that doesn't happen, so be it. Curse on hit. Sure. people still want to buy stuff. And you know what? Okay, sure. Curse on hit. It's good to note that there are still plenty of people playing this game and trading and buying. Admittedly, we are only... Well, actually, no, we're almost 50% of the way through the league already. It's been almost a month and a half. And, I mean, it still feels quite active. Of the, last 5 minutes that we've experienced in here. In Essence League. But, it feels pretty good still. I mean, I feel like of all the leagues so far, Essence League has sort of the best... maybe not for others, but for me, the best retention ratio. Or the retention rate. Mostly to do with the fact that Atlas bonuses give me something to do. Like a clear goal. With challenges, you're not really sure if you're ever going to complete your challenges. You're not actively working towards them. With the Atlas, every map, it's one more step towards your goal, which is kind of nice. Like today, I would really like to get 16 out of 125, right? On the Atlas bonus completion. Stuff like that, just working towards it. I mean, that's what RPGs are all about, right? That and getting like epic loot, but in my case, it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything really dope anytime soon. Okay, what's happening? Oh, what is going on? Okay. Oh yeah, so what are our goals for the rest of this league, For one thing, we probably want to get a lot more done in terms of Atlas completion. Once we get that, I'd like to get to at least like tier 14 maps or something like that. With the addition of getting like some really nice, well, I guess not dying. This is our first hardcore league that we've played ever since we've started recording Path of Exile in general. So if we manage to survive the entire league in hardcore, I would like that. But that doesn't mean we're gonna try and play cautiously. Well, no, we're not gonna try and play. We're not gonna play recklessly, but at the same time, we're not gonna be scared to do content, right? We want to have fun, and sometimes when you're gonna die, okay, maybe you don't do it, but it's okay to be reckless every now and then, in the name of fun, right? So, but in terms of like actual goals, besides the Atlas, we have the challenges. I would really like to get 36 challenges, but it's starting to look more and more unreasonable. But 24 would be a decent goal for me. That would be a good spot, I think. And we're at 12 right now, so it is achievable, I believe. Besides the challenges, just in terms of levels, I would like to get to level 90. Last time we got to level 80 something, and we kind of just stopped. This time around, let's try for a bit more. Let's try to make the push to 90. It should be easier than ever, I think. But you never really know. And besides that, let's just accumulate currency and get good gear. I want to take this character into the end game. Really, I've never taken any character into the end game. Not what I consider end game, at least. So being able to do that would be pretty sweet. Especially, once again, in hardcore. So we got a level just now. What would I take? I guess more mana. Some more mana regen. Some more, unreserved mana for Mind Over Matter. That would be nice. So now we're sitting at 134 mana regen, which is actually really good now. I mean, we don't even spend that much. We spend 82 per cast, and we have a cast time of... No, maybe we do. If I hold this down... No, I can regen to max. So I can cast while taking damage, and kind of break even. I'm not too sure about that. But, that's a pretty good spot. So we can run around and take damage, and hopefully, the regen will help us. Oh, race course. That's a new map, I believe. We don't have that one, definitely. Okay, so 134 mana regen. How much is our life regen? 139. I mean, overall, we have pretty decent regen, I would say. Nothing really bad. And, you know, the more regen we have, the better survivability. So I'm okay with this. We still have to be very wary of big hits from bosses. But a lot of builds are like that. You know, we have to be just very careful around the bosses. Focus on the curses. Focus on freezing them, chilling them, anything to slow them down. And hopefully, you know, we can... that's basically how we're going to take our character to the late game. Or to the end game. And once we get to the Guardians, there really isn't much we can do there, I don't think. I don't think this build can do the Guardians. We can try some of them, but the ones that don't get frozen, there's just probably no way. So we'll have to see. If we die, we're not going to be done with this league. I want to try out another character. I'm really eager to try out different things. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not to say I'm looking forward to dying, but I'm just looking forward to playing more characters in Essence League. Just playing more Path in general. At this point, I'm quite sure a lot of people are, you know, almost done with the game. This is probably when people start taking a break in Path of Exile. There are a lot of other games, you know, coming out in the foreseeable future. Civilization. Actually, that's the only one I can think of, actually. But, you know, that's one game I'm actually really looking forward to. Civ 6 coming out in 1 week. Gonna be picking that up and trying it out as well. Let's drop this. But yeah, lots of good things to be looking forward to. For those of you who are still playing Path of Exile, you know, how are you enjoying it? You know, at this point, a lot of people are probably in the late game. And if not, they're rolling a character that, you know, is probably a bit more expensive than the character they started off with. So what expensive build or what cool build are you guys trying out now? Let me know. I'm very curious. Let's put all this stuff away and then get back into the map. We actually picked up quite a few maps from this one. Not necessarily good maps. A tier 2, a tier 4, and a tier 6. That's actually pretty good now that I think about it. We have 2 tier 6 maps now. Thicket and Racecourse. I heard Racecourse is pretty scary. We're going to have to see. Apparently there's a lot of reflect, and if that's the case, we're going to have to be very careful. But we'll get there when we get there, I suppose. There have been a lot of people who have been leaving comments on my videos. Emnix, where'd you go, bro? You know, thank you very much. I didn't actually know there were, you know, that many people watching my videos. What originally started as, you know, me playing video games, and which is, it's still, you know, me just playing video games, it's kind of turned into, you know, a bit of a community around Path of Exile, and I'm really enjoying that. You know, people who come on the Discord channel. By the way, for those of you who don't know, if you look in the description below, on the video description, there is a link to the Discord channel, which is basically a chatting program, and we have a lot of people, you know, people who enjoy Path of Exile, people who enjoy gaming in general, who kind of drop in every now and then and chat it up on a Discord. Lots of like-minded people, so if you're interested in hanging out, talking to me, talking to other players, feel free to come. And you know, there were more people when the season just started. Obviously, there are less people on the channel now, but you know, we're always available. So if you are bored or just want to have someone to talk to while you're playing games, feel free to drop by. Oh, in terms of this map itself, we're doing fine. Nothing to worry about. I was kind of worried at the beginning of the map when we started off with vulnerability, elemental weakness, but I guess since we're not running a Righteous Fire build, this is actually quite okay. Like, we're not taking too much damage. There is a trial that we should consider coming back to. I'm always very cautious of trials, to be honest. Like, if someone were to ask me what I would die to in hardcore, I would say I would die to one of those traps in the trials. Like, I'm 90% sure that's what I'm gonna die to. That's why I just very scared of doing them. And I know you have to do it in order to do Uber Zaro. At the same time, do I have to do Uber Zaro? Do I want to do it? I don't know. But yeah, like, I can think back and be like, you know what? 90% of the time, those cases where it got to like 100 or 200 HP, where I was just about to die, mostly it has to do with like a Roomba in the trial or a spinning blade somewhere or whatever. You know, one of those traps that just kill me all of a sudden, or you know, deal like 90% of my or my HP. They're really scary. And chances are, you know, that's how we're gonna end. So when I see one of those, I'm like, maybe I don't want to do it. But I shouldn't kid myself. I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, so this boss should be pretty easy. Just gotta make sure we freeze him all the time, which we can't. But if we can crit him, that would be good too. Gotta be careful of his flying attack. When he drops and does the slam, it actually does quite a bit of damage. So you gotta avoid that. Other than that, overall, I think he's a pretty easy boss. With the addition of the decoy totem, you know, that just makes it even easier. Since he's not attacking you, specifically. Okay, so there are 0 monsters remaining. We can get out of the Xanamat, but let's go do that trial that we saw earlier. Oh, excuse me, my voice still isn't back. You know, it's still not 100%. But it's good enough to record a couple videos for the next few days. But yeah, like, it's kind of weird. I always thought that sicknesses are quite localized. You know, if I'm getting sick in Canada, you know, a lot of people in Toronto are probably getting sick, but I wouldn't expect people in China or people in Sweden to get sick. But apparently that's what has been happening. Ow, I did not see that one coming. I was asking around, you know, in the Discord channel. I'm like, how are you guys doing? A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm sick. Not feeling too good. I'm like, oh, what a coincidence. I'm sick too, you know? That's not to say, you know, oh, just because I'm sick, everyone else is sick. But I just found, you know, turns out the sickness, you know, colds and flus, typically they should be localized, right? But I just found, you know, a lot of other people were sick as well. It's kind of weird. Small world. And I'm not just talking, you know, like a lot of people in Canada or North America. There was a guy in Sweden that was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking sick. Don't feel good. Same time I was sick. Not that that's like an actual example, but... Oh my... What's happening? I'm gonna die. But yeah. Honestly, if there's one thing I learned, it's... Flus are no joke. Seriously. I used to never take the flu shot. I'm starting to regret it now. I'm definitely taking one this year. Getting the flu is like the worst thing that's happened to me in a long time. And if you think about it like that, if you know, some people might be thinking if the flu is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, you have a very sheltered life. That's true. But it's not a good feeling. I mean, nobody would be like, "Oh man, really wish I got the flu right now." Like nobody wants that, you know? It's just not good. It was not a good feeling. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. What's happening here? Can I hit it? No. Okay, we're gonna have to run. Okay. Where's the other one? Alright. Damn it. Okay. Alright. That door's... I hate these trials, man. They take so long. Okay, that's one. Let's go. All right. Damn it. I thought I got through that okay. You know what? So far, so good. These spikes are actually more... I prefer these spikes over any of the other traps. Like the ones that are really bad would be like the Roomba. The spinning blade thingy. All the blades. Just all the blades. They're all bad. The puncture ones are okay. And the sentries, I mean, they're annoying. They take away your flash or they slow you down and stuff, but like I can deal with it. I'm okay with it. But the friggin' blades, man, so bad. Hate them so much. It's weird. Like I'm one of those people that when I play Path of Exile, I just play one character for the entire league. I know there are plenty of people who like love their alternate characters and make 3 or 4 characters every league. I can't do it for some reason. I just can't. What do I do? Okay, let's destroy this. We're okay. Okay. Alright, we're through. We're good. But yeah, I played the same character. Like last league in Prophecy, just played Righteous Fire. This league, just played Ice Spear. I mean, it's kind of a given since, you know, I don't actually play that much Path of Exile. I'm as much of a casual as you can get, you know? But still, I'm surprised people find the time to play so many characters. I wonder if they just kind of play until, you know, level 80 maybe, and then stop instead of pushing for 90, which is a decent way to play, as long as you can get to the end game. I think once you get to the end game, like, your character is done. If you can get to tier 15 maps, you're probably done with this character. But I mean, everyone has their own style of playing, you know? Oh, it just hit 8 o'clock, so all the masters refresh. That's nice. Okay, let's sell all this stuff. We managed to get quite a few maps, like seriously, on these maps, or on the Xana mission. That makes me a very happy camper. Got 2 tier 4 maps. Got an offering piece. Like, this is nice. This is good money. Okay. So now, with all that said and done, what map should I do for the Atlas? There's a channel map that we need to do, which is the map that we just did, and a Veil Pyramid map. Channel and Veil Pyramid. Do I have any of those? I don't? Damn it. Okay, fine. We don't do those. What about tier 4 maps? Phantasma, Cavern. We can do the Acid Lakes. We can do the Dungeon or Graveyard. What tier 4s do I have? Well, I have an Acid Lake right here. Let's do this one. The boss has more life. And they have more AoE. So a crazy amount of AoE. What boss is this? Acid Lakes. Acid Lake map. The boss is Mirage of Bones. Casts Blast Rain. With 40% increased AoE and 25% increased. Sure, whatever, man. I'm okay with this. I mean, the boss is going to be hard, but probably everything else will be pretty easy. We'll have to see. Oh, excuse me.
The poison takes it away.
Alright. Alright, let's go. People say Acid Lakes is pretty good. I think I've done it once before. On like a Xana mission or something. But from what I remember, it was quite linear, and that's why it was so good. And that looks to be the case right now. You're not really getting frozen though, which bothers me a little. Oh god, those things do a lot of damage. They don't look it, but they're actually very strong. The big skeletons, gotta be careful of them. I think they do quite a bit of physical damage. And that's why they attack so slow, because you should be able to dodge them. And if you get greedy and you don't, you're gonna take a nice chunk of DPS. I heard a sound. Oasis map. I heard a thing. Ooh. What is that? Eclipse Solaris Crystal Wand. Increased critical strike against blinded enemies. Nearby enemies are blinded. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool. Increased light radius. Increased crit multiplier. It's like a crit wand with blind. Cool. That's actually a pretty cool wand. I don't know if it's very build enabling, but it gives you quite a bit of survivability. Blind is actually really good. You just... It's actually very... It's undervalued, typically, in Path of Exile. People don't realize how good blind is. But you put out like a decoy totem, or not a decoy totem, like a summoning skeleton totem with blind attached, and you'll find yourself, taking a lot less damage. It's one of those underappreciated gems or abilities in the game, but it can be really good. So I appreciate it for what it is, even though I'm probably not gonna use it at all. Still good though, still good. Oh gosh, it's been a while since we've done a recording. I'm like feeling rusty, just sitting here playing. And it sounds weird. It's like, oh yeah, it's because normally I have a lot of practice, sitting here and playing games. But like, if you haven't done it in a while, if you're the type of person who plays a lot of games, then takes a break and watches Netflix all day, or I don't know, like go outside, or what is that? But and then you come back and then you play for like a 30-minute or 40-minute session, or in 1-hour session. It's actually quite exhausting, especially while talking like this, trying to be I don't even know if I'm just entertaining. I'm just babbling at this point in time. I'm not I'm saying it as it is, but yeah, it actually takes quite a bit of effort. Crazy, I know. I'm actually really liking the ice wall that we got though. It's not leveled, right? Okay. Creating like that little bit of separation between us and our enemies for the ice spear to kick in is really nice. Every time they get too close and we take a lot of damage, an ice spear or ice wall shows up and blocks them off. It's like a NBA dribble move, but with ice. Making that little bit of distance and separation for us to splash in a 3. Like doing it Steph Curry. If that made any sense. Oh, reflect. I see you. Gotta be careful. I mean, mind over matter, you can really tell how effective it is based on when we hit a reflect monster, right? we just start losing mana like crazy because of all the reflect damage we're taking, which is kind of weird. I always thought that mind over matter wouldn't work on reflect, but I guess it does, and it's actually really good. That means we only take 70% reflect damage. Crazy. Just typically, it's really hard to mitigate your reflect damage. I mean, you have resistances, sure, but after that, what do you do then, right? Having mind over matter and maxed out resistances is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm really appreciating the fact that we have mind over matter. Makes me feel a lot safer, that's for sure. Even though we don't have that much of a unreserved mana pool, with the regen, it really does help a lot, right? It's like we have double regen. Life regen and mana regen. So our effective HP is just so much higher. Alright, well this map is just going so well. Which is a given since we rolled a very easy map. There aren't any mods here that actually makes it harder to fight the trash mobs. Just the boss is harder. So we'll have to see once we get to the boss how difficult the map will be, or how difficult the fight will be. I'm hoping it won't be too bad. Alright, this guy wants elemental weakness. I am okay to oblige. Here you go, sir. Elemental weakness. Oh no. Did he get it already? I think he got it already. Yep. That's okay. If you got your item already, so be it. Unset ring. Mana ES. Yeah, it's not that good. We got another unique item. Let's put that here. Put some of these items away. Another map. I find that this league, I'm more accepting of the 3-to-1 exchange rate. In the past, instead of trading 3 maps for 1, I would just, you know, run all 3 maps. Now I'm like, you know what? Instead of doing that, let's just sell 3 maps and get a tier 3 map. Because when we do it that way, we can complete more bonuses on the Atlas. So, you know, in the past where I would just wait until I got like a certain tier 2 map, I'm starting to sell a lot more maps to the vendor. It's just, this patch made me do a lot of things that I wasn't doing before. I wasn't trading a lot before, I wasn't trading a lot for my items, now I'm doing that as well. I wasn't selling a lot before, like just doing a lot more things. I'm really enjoying this patch, I can't give enough praise. And for those of you who are like, oh well, there's bad things in this patch too. Nope, nope, I don't see it. Don't tell me. Blah blah blah, la la la. I can't hear you. Best patch ever. Yep. But on a serious note, like Path of Exile is always gonna have problems. That doesn't mean it's okay. But I'm okay to accept it as it is for now. With optimism that they will change for the better. And you know, they've been fixing a lot of things. Incrementally, yes. But in terms of performance, for me it's gotten better. For others it's gotten worse. I'm sorry. Right? Like, I'm sorry. Sucks for you. I feel for you. I wish you the best. But I don't have those problems, so I'm not gonna complain about it. and I hope it stays that way. I hope I'm never hit with any of these performance issues. I still have some problems with like freezing ground and static ground. I don't know what the patch fixed, but it definitely didn't do too much for me. Every time I'm on a map with like, I think freezing ground, actually, not even static ground, just freezing ground, it my FPS drops by a lot. But that has only happened to me once, and never again. So I don't know. Maybe it was my computer acting up. Who knows? But overall, you know, the performance stuff, the UI updates, you know, the little picture they add on the skill tree, the background pictures they add when you change zones, all of those things, they're very, very little things. But I don't know. The aesthetics of it, because it's there, I just have been enjoying this patch like a lot. In terms of gameplay, I don't think it has added all that much. But I don't know. It's been good. It's been good to me. Okay, it's time for the boss. So he has ridiculous AoE and more life. Right? That's what he has. So let's be careful and stuff. Because I don't know what he's going to do to me. Is that real? Nope, that one's real. Okay, let's blindly shoot until he gets weakened. And then we'll see. Oh god. Let's not get hit too hard though. Oh, I got you. I know where you are. I know where you live. Okay. I don't know where he is anymore. Oh, there he is. Get him. He's a half HP. We're doing fine. Okay, I'm lost. I don't know which one's the boss. We're just winging it. Got him. Is he dead? That was easy. Very, very easy. And you know what? I'm okay with that. That wasn't too much of a challenge, sure. But we didn't die. And we got decent items. So, whatever, man. Whatever. It's cool. Let's sell all this stuff. See if we got any decent loot. Probably the answer is no. And the answer is no. Nothing great. But you know what? We got one more to our map bonus. We got some more currency. We have 555 jeweler orbs now. Only 24 fusings. That kind of sucks. But you know, we can move the jewelers to, we can trade the jewelers to fusings. So I think we're good over there. Pip map is tier 5 now? Really? I didn't know that. Okay, so we have another tier 4. A villa. That's actually a new one, right? And now we are sitting at 16 out of 125. So we can do the pit. I would have liked to drop a channel map. Maybe we do the factory again and hope for a channel drop. Maybe. Maybe we buy it from Xana. Would you happen to have it? Oh, there we go, channel. And we can buy some more of the tier 7s and stuff. Let's buy that Arachnic Tomb. Quantity to items also apply to rarity. Seems pretty good. Increased area effect. Okay. So we have a tier 7 over here, tier 6, and a tier 3. We're probably going to be running this channel next time around. But this is a pretty nice, you know, just casual back to Path of Exile video. Where we're just slowly weaning ourselves back, getting used to everything. And it's good that we didn't die, you know, on the first episode back. We're going to call it right here. There'll be more episodes coming out, I promise you. I'll try not to get sick for a while. No guarantees, but thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.